This is a TLDR tier list for next week's Mutation. This is based on solo play because your ally is a random factor that cannot be accounted for. Also, this is based on above average co-op knowledge. Mechanical skill is not that important in co-op. Adjust these rankings based on your own knowledge and skill level. It's time for Death and Taxes, one of the worst mutations ever created. So let's go. This is going to be fast because there are so many bad commanders. We're going to rank this for no cheeses because I did all clear this with cheeses, but cheesing is 1, not reliable, 2, very enemy comp dependent, and also like random infested dependent, and of course it's makes things not really the same. Like it's not the same game if you cheese. So yeah, Stetman, no one has done this before. I don't think anyone can do this because Super Gary, if he gets infected, you need to keep him in green zone, and he has to keep moving, which means you have no money. Even if Super Gary is alive, all the buildings on the ground will get overrun eventually. Kerrigan is not going to survive. You will not have enough money for all these Omega Worms. Every time you move the hero unit, it costs 10 minerals, 5 gas, and you're going to go broke right away, not to mention chokers. If chokers appear, you just lose. Dahaka, not going to do anything. He's going to die. He needs a lot of money. His static defense isn't great, and units, if you defend with units, you're going to eventually get infected, and that's no good. Abathur, see, I put him here originally, but I did a run where I fought against Terran and also like Spotters, which is the worst enemy for him in the beginning. Or Kaboomers, like it doesn't really matter. He can deal with all of them. So the first night, what you do is you make a bunch of spines. You make like 5, 6 spines with all your money. Then by the second day, you get like 2 swarm hosts. You start picking up the biomass, and then by the end of the second night, you should have 3 hosts with full biomass, and then you start clearing. If you're fighting Terran, you'll need to leave some units behind to defend against the ghosts and make some spores to spot for them. But other than that, you're eventually going to scale. Even if they come with stanks, you can have Vipers and block them off. Abathur is really good for this one. However, the bad thing is that it does take a long time, like really long, but he can do it against any comp. Zaratol, also really good. His hardest matchup is chokers because they can grab him, but he gets freed after like 5 seconds because of his passive invincibility. His scaling is also extremely good, and one thing that's any commander can do actually is once you clear an area, you keep an observer or an overlord or something in that cleared area, and then you can just continue picking up resources even in the middle of the night, because picking up resources while you're fighting is kind of dangerous. Your worker might get infected by the infested that comes towards you, but if you're picking up the resources in an area where there are no enemies at all, you're going to be completely safe. The best area will be the bottom left area and away from any spawns. Don't put units where the enemies might spawn. So bottom left area is the best. Top left is good after you clear it. And then top right is okay if you clear that area as well. Against tanks, you will lose a few cannons every night. You can use your projections, use your avatar, use Zaratol to help with slashing the stanks quickly. You will lose a few things, but Zaratol will scale so well into the late game that you don't have to worry about anything, really. Nova. So Nova is interesting because without cheese, I don't think anyone can beat this. It's really hard. However, I make an exception for her because her cheese is so good that you can beat this even against an air comp. You just need to know, like, you just need to split your buildings, put them in different places, and you need some banshees to take out the big domes, and you just sabotage drone all the huts. Yeah, so she's really good. You can clear this consistently before night 3 even begins. If you're a little bit slow, then you'll just go into night 3, but it should not take longer than night 3. So even if the enemy comes with air units, you should be able to take them out. And if they come with air units in the first attack wave during the second night, you can snipe the air units, and that's it. You snipe the air units, so they can't hit your flying CC. Swann is pretty good. Swann can hold off pretty long. The problem he has is against stanks. So unlike Zeratul, his static D doesn't get stronger, and unlike Abathur, he doesn't have any like disabling abilities. So he's really good against everything except stanks. And you do also have to be good at well, you need to collect the money so that you can defend. Use P2, of course, because you want that super high armor turrets and stuff. Tychus. Someone has beaten this without cheese. I don't want to try, so I'm going to put him in E. You use Blaze and you burn all the buildings quickly. Yeah, I don't think I can do it, though. Vorazun, F, don't even bother. Black Death, no. Carax, similar to Swann, Stanks will be a problem. Every time you use your top bar, Orbital Strike, it will cost 10 minerals, 5 gas. It is insane. So you basically have every time you use top bar, you have a harder time getting money for your next cannon and stuff. So it's no good. Stanks problem. The special infested kaboomers can also be a problem, but you can blast them to death. Aside from that, he's also very slow, but that's not a factor. They're really strong. Han Horner, unfortunately, you need a lot of money to snipe all the platforms, and they don't have it, and they can't defend. Stukov, even though he's good into microtransactions, his problem is that he can only defend in one direction. You can send your infested in one direction, your side emitter, but then the other entrances will be just empty, and it sucks. Raynor, he is unlike Nova, his clearing is not fast, so you have to fly, and it's not reliable. So unfortunately, that's not gonna count here. Artanis, don't even bother. Menx is good, except he has the similar problems as the other guys. Plus, his defense costs a lot of money because you need to you need to move your units out of a bunker, arm them, put them back in, and then you have to like take them out after every night so that you generate mandate. It costs a lot of money just to move his stuff. ESOs also cost a lot, and you have to you need to also nuke a few places, so it takes a while. Not so great, but at least it's doable. Zagara, sorry, can't do that. No, and no. So all these guys, just no way they can survive. All right, and that's it. No one's gonna be able to do this. The next person who might be able to do this might be Stukov. Maybe Raynor, because they have okay defenses, but the other guys, nah, don't even try. That's it for this tier list. You can extrapolate this info to your duel runs. Good luck with the mutation.